third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
19 tight, 19 tight.
From the gun, it's Griffin. Over the middle, complete. It's Patterson.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Flush to his right. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Point after, right down the middle. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Brady going to look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. For the winning side, Charles, all that was missing was a shutout. Just giving up the 7 points, that's it. But really, an incredible game from this defense. A very well-earned victory as a result.
Definitely one of the best single games for defense that you and I have seen in a long time, Brandon, because all we saw was that defense making big play after big play. They got after the quarterback.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway in Buffalo. From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
On the jump.
They start on the ground with Elliott. fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Throwing, Vick. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Michael Vick. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
18 runners, 18 runners. Hurry, hurry.
Now Vick on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. And here's the first carry of the game for the former Eagle, LaShawn McCoy. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Brady. This is caught. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's Vick. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Vick goes play action. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Terry McLaurin, 44 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
And they'll accept that penalty.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Here's Brady to throw. Open man is the Hall of Famer, Dave Casper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. On play action, now Brady. Looking here for Smith downfield.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Vic readies to throw.
And pass complete to Moore.
No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Off the play fake, Vic. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
Here we go.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw, Vic. And his throw is incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the 1st down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. It's a play fake. Now Vic. And he finds McLaurin. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1.
Come on. Hey.
On play action, Vic.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Ready.
Vic with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Again, it's Vic. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now this is caught. He hits Moore.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14.
65, 65.
Vic now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott.
Ready.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. It'll be Vic once more.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. He rifles one that's intercepted. Deion Sanders.
Dale. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
79 Broncos.
On 2nd and 7, Vick, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, Winfrey?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now Patterson to start the drive. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Tackle for loss by Lawrence Taylor.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Ready, set.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They just get the play off. Now Vick. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Hey.
On 1st and 10, here's Vick.
And this one too low.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Vick with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver, complete.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Vick to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Vick. And it's caught. Touchdown. Cordero Patterson. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. These two teams all tied after 1. Brady now on 1st down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
On play action, it's Brady. This is brought in by Casper.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
He'll turn and give this to McCoy running right. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7. But they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
He missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taking it about the 1.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Play action. Now it's Brady. Here's Johnson with a reception.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Touchdown, Bills! A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bills are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention for this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did.
The extra point by Bass, up and good.
And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Throwing, Vick.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
19 tight. 19 tight.
A 1st down throw coming for Vick. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Vick with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10.
60
Here's Michael Vick. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They'll throw again. Here's Vick. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On first down, Brady.
Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
He's got Casper over the middle, and he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Brady now on first down. It's complete to Diggs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Brady going to throw. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
On the slant, he's got Davis.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. Touchdown! Steve Smith, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 12, Vick. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Vick readies to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Vick. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, Vick. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Let's go now. 60.
Desperation time. Vick on 4th down. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Vic tried to get it to Rice, but incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On 3rd down, Vic out of the gun. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, his first running back, McCoy. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in the open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks up. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So here's Vic following the interception. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime.
18
Now Michael Vick.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
Give him 30 yards there. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Vic to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue. That's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Here's Vic. And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a 2-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics for them. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
19 Wyatt.
Vic. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Vic.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Vic now.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40. Again, it's Vic. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Vic. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Vic. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
4th down, Vic. A desperation heave for the end zone. It's going to be knocked away.
off that now up better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been to prison. No boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I work.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 27, Rodgers. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning. And I'm telling you, if they don't make an adjustment in play calling and protection, it'll go from intense to relentless.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Airing it out deep for Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And Steve Smith hauls it in. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll go with McCoy. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Now an inside give to McCoy. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal at the 1. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Touchdown, Bills! LaShawn McCoy. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bills post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers under pressure, and they got to him again. Micah Parsons, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. On 3rd down, here's Hall. Pushes past him. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a